Okay, let me set my timer. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining this debate. My name is Brandon Ramirez, and the resolution that I am proposing today is that this House, the state of California, should abolish the death penalty and rather have inmates of guilty and heinous crimes serve a life sentence behind bars. Point 2. According to Oxford dictionaries, the term abolish means to formally put an end to a system, practice, or institution. An example of this can be the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery in December 1865 as part of the Reconstruction Amendments adopted following the American Civil War. According to Webster's Dictionary 2022, the death penalty is defined as death as capital punishment given by a court of law for very serious crimes and or capital punishment. Point 3. I am here today to propose two principles and or standards that I firmly believe why the death penalty in California should be abolished. Number 1, I believe the financial cost of killing inmates after committing these horrific crimes is not worth the money for innocent California taxpayers to spend their hard-earned money on something they have nothing to do with. Number 2, I believe the death penalty is not only inhumane, but rather almost an easy way out for those who have committed these crimes, whether they were premeditated or not. Point 4. According to Wikipedia, the first known death sentence in California was recorded on April 6, 1778, when 4 Kumeyaay chiefs from a Mission San Diego area were convicted of conspiring to kill 4 Christians and were sentenced to death. The 4 chiefs were killed by gunfire on April 11. Since that date, 709 executions have been carried out from 1778 up until 1972. When the California Supreme Court ruled that the state's death penalty laws were unconstitutional. For just a few years, the death penalty was considered defunct, but was reinstated by California Supreme Court in 1977. Since then, California has only carried out 13 executions. Point 5. Those 13 executions since 1977 have cost this great state of California and its hardworking taxpayers approximately $5 billion. That's about $384,615,385.62 per person executed under California law. As of 2019, there are 739 inmates on death row. I ask you this today. Do you know how much it would cost if the state of California went ahead and executed every single one of those convicted felons? Do you think the hard-earned money we earn innocently should pay for the demise of those who are guilty? As of February 2022, 158 people have died serving their sentences on death row in California. Out of those 158 people, approximately 45% of those people have committed suicide. When an inmate is convicted to death row, whether it is by law or by their own hand, they know their life is over. And although I do believe some are very sorry for their actions, why should we give them the chance and the comfort of putting them out of their own misery when them themselves have caused misery for families of death victims for eternity? Point 6, California legislature will abolish the death penalty. Point 7, with abolishing the death penalty once and for all, the state of California will be able to focus their annual $50 billion budget elsewhere when it comes to local enforcement, the criminal legal system, and incarceration in state prisons and county jails. Money saved can be used to help hire more prison guards to establish safer and stronger prison regulations that could prevent less violence among inmates. The money can also be used to hire psychologists to study and help the psyche of those on death row in order to prevent less self-harm and to have an understanding on why criminals do what they do. Abolishing the death penalty and having the convicted being kept alive behind bars will be the ultimate punishment because they must live the rest of their lives knowing that their actions that they made will forever keep them from being released both mentally and physically. Point 8, at the end of the day, it's up for the golden state of California to start implying golden standards. The abolishment of the death penalty is the first of many steps to help fix and legitimize our criminal system and other laws that are flawed so that we as Californians can live our lives in the state peacefully and without fear. Thank you once again for joining me today, and I hope you will consider siding with this House in abolishing the death penalty. Thank you.